Commander ZYX Thor had seen countless species across 7 galaxies. His chitinous frame had stood before planet crackers, witnessed singularity weapons, and faced down entire armadas. Nothing had ever made his 3 hearts skip in unison. Until today. Impossible, he whispered, his translator barely catching the tremor in his voice. The Galactic Council had dismissed humanity as insignificant when they first stumbled into known space 70 cycles ago. Primitive chemical rockets, laughable kinetic weapons, and bodies so fragile they required atmosphere to survive. The Council had assigned Earth a Class 3 civilization rating, barely worth monitoring. That assessment was about to change forever. ZYX Thor's flagship, the Eternal Dominion, hung in high orbit above Earth's moon, leading a fleet of 200 vessels. They had come to deliver an ultimatum: submit to Council authority or face obliteration. It was standard procedure, performed on thousands of worlds. Resistance was always futile. "Sir, detecting massive energy signatures," his tactical officer reported. "Originating from, inside the lunar surface?" Before ZYX Thor could respond, the moon's face began to crack. Not from weapons fire, from something emerging from within. The fissures spread like lightning across the gray surface, and then it rose. The Titan class. It was humanoid, roughly 10 kilometers tall, composed of some impossible alloy that absorbed sensor scans like a void. Blue plasma veins pulsed along its limbs, each one carrying more energy than ZYX Thor's entire fleet possessed. Its face was smooth, featureless except for a single glowing line where eyes might be, eyes that now fixed directly on the Eternal Dominion. That's impossible," ZYX Thor repeated, his voice cracking. "No civilization should possess. Multiple contacts," his officer shrieked. "Emerging from Earth, Mars, the asteroid belt, by the ancients, they're everywhere." Across the solar system, 12 more Titan-class machines activated simultaneously. They had been hidden in plain sight, camouflaged as celestial bodies, waiting. Watching. The lunar Titan raised one hand, and space itself seemed to compress around its palm. A sphere of distorted reality formed, colors that shouldn't exist swirling within. ZYX Thor had read about such weapons in forbidden archives, reality-warping technology that even the eldest council races had never mastered. "Sir, incoming transmission from Earth," his communications officer stammered. A human appeared on the view screen, an elderly woman with silver hair and tired eyes. She looked utterly unremarkable, wearing simple clothes and holding what appeared to be a cup of coffee. "Commander ZYX Thor of the Galactic Council," she said calmly. "I'm Dr. Elena Rodriguez, Secretary General of the United Earth Defense Initiative. I believe you came to deliver an ultimatum." ZYX Thor couldn't speak. His eyes were locked on the tactical display showing 13 god machines surrounding his fleet like toys. "Let me save you some time," Dr. Rodriguez continued. "We've been monitoring your council for decades. We know about the 63 species you've enslaved, the 11 you've exterminated, and the countless more you've subjugated. We built the Titan specifically for this day." "How?" ZYX Thor finally managed. "Your technology level was exactly what we wanted you to see." A slight smile crossed her face. "Humanity learned long ago that predators ignore prey that seems weak. We've been post-singularity for 40 years, Commander. We just decided to stay quiet while we prepared." The Titans moved in perfect synchronization, their weapons charging with light that hurt to perceive. "So here's our ultimatum," Dr. Rodriguez said, her voice hardening. "The Galactic Council will dissolve. Every enslaved species will be freed. Every occupied world will be liberated. And if any member of your council even thinks about retaliation." She paused, sipping her coffee. "Well, we have 600 more Titans in reserve. Hidden across dimensions you don't even know exist yet." ZYX Thor looked at his tactical display. His fleet's weapons couldn't even scratch these machines. Running was impossible, the Titans had already folded space around the system. For the first time in his long military career, he understood true helplessness. I will convey your message, he whispered. Good, Dr. Rodriguez replied. You have 12 hours to leave our system. Oh, and Commander. Tell your council that humanity welcomes peaceful contact with any species. But we will never kneel again, to anyone. The transmission ended. The Titans remained still, patient, eternal. HFY Thor gave the order to retreat, his hands shaking. As his fleet limped away from the Sol system, he realized that everything was about to change. The galaxy's apex predators had just encountered something they'd forgotten could exist. An apex predator that had been pretending to be prey.